I've got it, now you can too. It's the effing audacity. Now in a can.
Hello, my name is Renee Maxine Haas, and this is my story of how I had the effing audacity to quit my job and travel the world. Okay, so to start this story, we need to back it up a little bit. I was 13. I was considering what I would like my career to be, as all 13-year-olds do. And I knew that I wanted a career in technology. I love computers. I love being on them. I was obsessed with The Sims, and it seemed like the right path for me. I took every computer class that there was, which was mostly working in Excel and not anything related to coding. But finally, my senior year, I got to take a coding class. I loved it. So I went to school for computer science. I started my career as a web developer. It was amazing. It was absolutely a passion career. I loved the creativity. I loved the logical problem solving side of things. It was fantastic. And as I got further along in my career, I got to explore how my role interacts with other people's roles, how you could influence and impact as a team leader. It was great. Meanwhile, all of this time, as I'm enjoying this career, I am saving money towards another passion of mine, which is buying a house. I wanted a home so badly. I absolutely love interior design, interior decorating. It's 100% another passion of mine. I love it. I get obsessed every time Architecture Digest has a new open door video. I watch TikToks and YouTube videos of how to do decor, and I've learned about color theory and patterns and texture. I love it. I love it so much. And the other thing that I really adore and admire about having a home is how you can create an environmental space and then bring people in, community, family, friends. You can host dinner parties or game night and create these lasting, memorable moments for everybody. Something that you can build and curate and create for the people that you care about. I watched my mother do things like get specialty plates and create an extravagant menu and bring in gorgeous flowers to decorate the table for her guests during holiday parties. And I thought, man, do I want to do that. But if anyone else has even considered buying a house in the United States in the last few years, you will have known that housing affordability is very challenging. And something that I've come to learn is a story of many places in the world right now. But a few years ago, I was at this crossroads. I had been enjoying this career that I loved, but the thing that little 13-year-old me wanted to get out of this, I had accomplished. I was quite senior in my roles. I had done all of the things. And of course, technology keeps changing, but it always seemed like the same problem, just a different flavor. And this dream of mine, it wasn't getting any closer to own a home. Anytime that I would save more, the prices will go up, and then I would save more and interest rates would go up. It felt like no matter what, it was always out of reach. Every time I got closer to that dream being a reality, the goalpost of that dream got moved. So one morning I was dog sitting. I was taking this dog out for a walk before work, thinking about this situation and so frustrated and not serious at all. I thought, oh, what if I just quit my job and travel the world? And something clicked. In that moment, I thought, whoa, wait a minute. What if I did do that? Crazy. What if I did do that? So I looked into it and I realized, okay, I could do it. And I thought about it for 2 days and I thought, no, I have to do it. My thought was, if I don't take this opportunity, I'll regret it. Everything was green lights to go do this, whereas other avenues in my life felt like closed doors. I wanted to buy this house, but the opportunity just wasn't affording itself to me. Meanwhile, here I am, single, no pet, no house, with a career I was okay to let go of. And gosh, I made lemonade out of lemons. I was so ready to surrender, to say yes to life. It truly was surrendering up, giving up this idea of what I thought my life needed to be, what I wanted it to be, and instead going with the flow of life and the opportunities that were in front of me. So I I started. I sold everything that I had, all of this beautiful furniture that I was in love with, as someone who dreams about these things, that gets excited about these things. Oh, just to let go of the beautiful things, but they're just things, right? I started planning. I figured out, okay, how do you pack? What do you pack? How do you budget for something like this? I created inspiration lists for every place that I was interested in going. I made short lists of, okay, of all the things you could do, here is the things that I would be most interested in. I really had to prepare myself to step out of my comfort zone. I had to say goodbye to my friends, not forever, but for quite a long time. I knew that I would be traveling in places where I didn't speak the language. I would be going from driving a car everywhere to taking public transit everywhere. I had to let go of my luxury apartment and all the niceties that comes with, to staying in hostels with a bunch of strangers in a bunk bed, which I hadn't been in since my college years. I would be narrowing down all of my clothing options to what could fit in a backpack that I could carry on my back. I would be solo traveling, no partner, no friends, no family member along the way to help me plan things or problem solve or talk to. I will never forget the first day when I started. I flew from Los Angeles to Sydney. I had slept the night, and in the morning I woke up. I was having breakfast at the hostel, chatting with someone who was also staying there. And we got to chatting about, okay, what's your travel plans? And I said, I am on day one of 2 years of solo traveling. Doesn't that just sound it feels like it was yesterday, but now all of this time has passed. I'm currently in Portugal. I have 4 months left of these 2 years, and I felt called to tell this story, to allow it to inspire, to show you that if I can do it, so can you. And I know that this experience has changed me in ways It has changed my values. I so much more deeply value freedom and leisure. I've seen how other people in this world live their lives, and I realize I don't have to live it exactly the same as all of the patterns and all of the ways that I've seen people in the Western world go about their lives and how it revolves around work and comfort. And I have so much of a deeper understanding of other cultures and ways that you can do things differently. I know that this has changed me in ways that I still yet don't realize, that it will take the contrast of going back to living in the United States again to witness those and realize those and have time to reflect upon it. But I am in such deep, deep, deep gratitude for this experience. I'm so grateful of this crazy idea popping into my mind and for the courage to say yes, the courage, the bravery to go for it, to let go of everything that was comfortable and familiar to me so that I could continue to lead this authentic, thriving, beautiful life. I think about this story and I think about you. Maybe you are also in a similar position that I used to be in. Maybe you are in a place in your life where you're quite comfortable, but you're not really living. You're not really thriving. Maybe you're not even being your authentic self. Maybe you're just doing the things that you think society expects from you, what your family expects from you, what your friends expect from you. Maybe you're just cozy, comfy. You built a life you thought that you wanted or you thought that you needed, but now you find yourself bored, apathetic, uninterested, doing the same thing, going to work, coming home, working out, having dinner, going to sleep, going to work. Then you finally get a break on the weekends, but you're exhausted and you have to clean the house and I don't know, take the dog to the vet. And it's just the same thing all the time. And maybe you're in the situation where you're actually not comfortable at all. Your life is actually painful or stressful or I don't know, but it's familiar to you. And so you stay in it. You have this fear of stepping out of your comfort zone and trying something different. Or you think that changing your life in big ways or even in small ways is somehow going to mess everything up, or no, you couldn't possibly do it. But I'm telling you, I'm here, I'm living proof that you absolutely can. You can sell all of your things and go for it. You can take a different job. You can change your career. You absolutely can move to a different state, to a different country. You can try new hobbies. You can meet new people. You can make new friends. You don't have to live this prescribed life that society has taught you is the way to live life. Or maybe things are all fine, but you've just never seen someone who went for it. Maybe you just need a little inspiration, like, wow, okay, if she did it, maybe I can do it. And I'm telling you, you absolutely can. It's absolutely entirely worth it for you to step out of your comfort zone and go for it because your soul wants you to live. Your soul is dying for you to thrive, to step out of your comfort zone and get into this path that you're actually meant to live. You are not supposed to be in the same place that you are now in 20 years. We go through these life evolutions. We have different chapters that we evolve in our lives. And I think that the worst thing that we can do is stay stagnant in one place because we're comfy cozy or we're just a little scared. We're little scaredies. Like, oh no, if I do that, what's going to happen? Your story doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Maybe your goal was never to travel the world. Honestly, that was never my dream either. That wasn't the plan. That wasn't what I was trying to go for. But man, when I said yes to living life and opportunities for me, I have never felt more alive. And I'm here to tell you that your story is not over. Just because you've built a certain life and have gone down a path doesn't mean that you can't switch it up and change direction. A long, fulfilling life is one where we're willing to change and adapt and surrender to the beauty and the uncertainty of what life has to offer. Through that, we deepen and we get to express our most authentic self in ways that when you look back at your life, you can say, wow, I really lived. I really went for it. So this is me asking you, do you have the effing audacity to live your life? Do you?